Stand on it, TV. Let's get it. Hop right on into it. Don't need no introduction. It's Jaguar Wright. She's on our radar once again, and it's more so of is Jaguar telling the truth? Is it lies, or is it all for clout? Which one is it? Truth, lies, or clout? You know, uh, Jaguar Wright. Everyone believes everything she's saying based off Diddy being in jail, right? Um, like I said, folks, Diddy was gonna have his day regardless, whether or not Jaguar Wright came on the scene or not. You know, and wants to think Jaguar Wright was in the industry, so the thing she's saying has to be true, and that's complete opposite, right? How deep was Jaguar in the industry, right? Uh, what circle? How deep was she inside of the circle? You know, um, she was a dominatrix. Which explains a little more. It's another piece to the puzzle of how she, got a seat at the table. But it comes to the point to where if it's truth, it's definitely a lot of sauce added to it. You know, uh, and that's just my opinion. I believe it's extra sauce added to her stories. Jaguar Wright recently went on the Pierce Morgan show and was posing Jay-Z and Beyonce. And we all know how that planned out for for the Pierce Morgan show. So the attorney sent over an ultimatum and told them, hey, y'all got to take this down. You guys got Jaguar Wright, not a credible source. But half of the world believes she is a credible source just because of the simple fact she's been saying things for years and follow with, years later, Diddy's been arrested, right? He's sitting in jail now currently. But I can tell you, her claims, allegations, has nothing to do with Diddy being in jail. That's just straight up, right? Like I said, if you believe Jaguar, that's your preference, But like I said, I believe there's a lot of extra sauce that she's added on. It's more of she wants you guys to believe everything she's saying, right? And it's to the point to where let's just dive in. Jaguar Wright, Jay-Z. Let's see how well do they really know each other. You know, at the end of the day, if you've been lied on, you will feel a certain way. Anyone would, and we can stop without. Let's just be honest. If someone is making false allegations, stories on you, you would definitely feel a certain way. All right. Uh, Choke no joke. He did an interview, and it was a very interesting interview. She always said choke, no joke. They ran in the same circle, and basically, he knows that she's telling the truth, and she always came at him as to know, hey, why aren't you backing what I'm saying? And choke, he did it. He did the interview with Comedy Hype, and he basically said, hey, you know, uh, I don't know nothing of what you're saying. It's to the point of where you're making some things up. Uh, I'm gonna let y'all take a listen.
You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like you trying to.
There you go.
It wasn't you servicing yourself.
What subscribers am I getting off of your channel?
Sorry, man. I gotta. Right. Um, I just thought it was interesting, though. You know, the fact that she kind of came at you that way. But I did want to give you a chance to respond, which is what we're doing now.
Well, look, I told for years people been saying, "Yo, Choke, you got to get with Jaguar. You got to get with Jaguar," and I always tell them, "No, I'm not. I don't need to get with Jaguar because Jaguar is a person that was a part of the little clique crew they got in the industry. She was doing the drugs. She was doing the lesbian movement, or you know what I'm saying. She was with the bisexual stuff. You know what I'm saying? So me and her don't have nothing in common other than that we were in the entertainment.
So he's basically saying, like, you know, it's funny how you want to come out and expose the same people that you were hanging out with. You was in that circle. You was doing those things that you're accusing others to be doing. It's kind of contradictory, you know.
Entertainment business together. You know what I'm saying? I don't mess with her because I don't like the fact that she was a part of their clique, and then she turned around and want to talk about Alicia Keys and Mary J. Blige and all these people that ain't do nothing to her that I know of. But she knows partially what she knows because she played in the cesspool with them. You get what I'm saying? And now that for whatever reason they kicked her out the car, now she out here kicking their backs in. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's cool with them. You get what I'm saying? And now that for whatever reason they kicked her out the car, now she out here kicking their backs in. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I can't validate none of the stuff that she say about Jay-Z. I never seen her at Rockefeller, in the office, around us, at a concert, and nothing.
Right? It's Jag has a vendetta against Jay-Z. And I believe, you know, it's basically because she didn't get the attention that she wanted at that time. You know, she was with the clique, she was with the, you know, she was in the industry, and she wasn't famous. She didn't get famous. And for some reason, now she's famous. And she'll say anything to keep that fame because that's what she always wanted. She only wanted attention from Jay. That's what it seems as. You know? Because you were doing the things that you're accusing others of doing. Right? And it's like something went wrong, something happened, and like he just said, they kicked you out of the car. Right? And so now you have this grudge. That's what anyone with eyes can see. If you watch body language, right? Anyone with eyes can see that she definitely have a grudge. Right? And to add extra sauce on stories, it's not cool. And especially if you're wanting other people to co-sign.
The Black album, the Jay-Z concert at Madison Square Garden, I'm at all of that. I've never seen this girl around Jay outside of the Unplugged.
Right. You mentioned that.
What am I lying about?
Now, real quick, when it comes to Jaguar, she probably is gonna watch this. What's that message you would want
And shout out to Comedy Hype News
to deliver to her if this is the only time you guys might even have a back and forth?
I don't have no message for her. What am I to say to a person that I don't know? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my response.
It's like he's saying, you want me to co-sign some bull. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to co-sign what you got going on when I know you participated into, you know, whatever you're talking about that others were doing. Right?
Whatever she say, however she take it, I'm not gonna drag the girl.
Right.
You know what I mean? The woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna talk bad about her. I'm not going call out her name. I'm not gonna belittle her. But to me, I don't think she's 100% rap tight. Outside of that, you know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing bad to say about
And I think that's respected.
making up stuff. The stuff
Yeah.
that she's saying, there's no basis to it. She can't show you, she can't connect no dots to the allegations that.
And that's correct. You know, she's adding a lot of sauce to her stories. There's no way that you've been out of the circle this long and you're saying all these crazy allegations, right? And you're expecting everyone to believe what you say about a certain artist, right? It's like you finally got what you wanted. Release a single. Release a single, because you do have a lot of eyes on you at this point. Release a single. Because at the end of the day, it's how long will you be able to carry Dragon, Diddy, now Jay and Beyonce, right? How long can you continue to do that without anyone co-signing the things you're saying? Because at this point, the things you're at that magnitude, you need a co-signer, a respectable co-signer. And like I said, hey, everyone has their own opinion. And for me, I believe there's a lot of extra added to the things she's telling everyone.
That she be make a lot of the allegations that she make.
Right.
If I could see it, then I would co-sign it.
Right.
I can't co-sign it because the stuff that she said. Where's the proof?
Yeah, I was in preparing for this moment. I did kind of dive into her world. I think she's she knows how to really be on camera, if that makes sense, like captivating. You listen to her, it sounds very believable. She has a lot of passion how she speaks, and I think that kind of translates to truth and how you bring it in. And also she says things that make sense, on some occasions. However, it is one of those things where I think it makes me ask you this question to kind of close us out. Where is this leading us? Down this path of exploiting and putting things...
Right. Shout out to Comedy Hype. Like I said, Jag wants us all to believe everything she says. If Jag says XYZ, then it has to be X, Y, and Z. But sometimes you gotta read between the lines. And it's a lot of bitterness with Jag. It seems like she's trying to get a get back. Right? That what it seems. And to drag people along with your personal vendetta, to bring their children in it is another thing. It's like you going around saying Jay-Z daughter isn't his. Like, how do you know that for a fact? Right? How do you know that for a fact? So we supposed to believe something you heard. All right? We supposed to leave gossip that you heard. And for one, how do you think anyone would feel with those type of allegations placed on them?
That's Tata, baby. All them babies Tata, baby. Like, what's it gonna take? All them babies Tata, baby. When they tell you the truth, Uncle Ron done told you that's Tata, baby. That's Tata, baby. All them babies Tata, baby. Like, what's it gonna take?
So we have to believe everything Jag says. No. Use your mind, people. You gotta use your mind. right? The way she's doing things is for clout. Like I said, some things, may have started with a piece of truth, but it snowballed with lies and clout purposes, because it seems, like I said, it seems that all she wanted was to be famous, and you know, her music wasn't doing well. Let's just be real. We really we didn't know who Jaguar Wright was until she came out talking about Alicia Keys and Mary J. and then Diddy. She got a little attention and it snowballed. Right? She wanted to be famous for her music. She definitely wanted to be famous. And, like Choke said, for whatever reason, things weren't moving right for her in that direction. She was kicked out of the car. Right? And she's on a get back. This is all a personal vendetta. Clout. Personal vendetta. This is a get back. It seems that she's trying to prove some type of point.
Why can't y'all just accept the truth? But it ain't his daughter.
Now, in that same live, she talks about
Right.
Kalisha in Future.
Why can't y'all just accept the truth? But it ain't his daughter.
All right, so she's, talking as she knows she was in the bed with J and B or something, right? And, everyone's putting the camera in front of her face when, in reality, this is all personal get back, right? And it shouldn't go this far. At the end of the day, like I said, you got umpteen numbers of eyes on you, right? All she wanted was to be seen. That's it. And the people that she was with, it's business. It's like we cannot put money into you if you're not moving. Does that make sense? As an artist, we cannot put it into you if you're not moving units. So you got to take a back seat and get it together. Instead of her taking a back seat, getting it together, right? She wants to go out and start throwing salt on people. Making false allegations on people. Right? It seems that she's was hurt, was butt hurt. Right? So, I mean, that's my take on it. I believe a lot of this is for clout. Like, just because someone says it doesn't mean it's true. Right? And, let's give a back history on her records. Denials, delusion, and decisions. Like, she was, that title, makes you think as well. All right, it was released on January 29th, 2022, MCA. Peaked 56 on the US R&B hip hop 16. She had her second album, Divorcing Neo to Marry Soul. Right? It didn't chart, released July 12th, 2005. Didn't chart on the US. It charted US R&B and hip hop 53. Right? So she released 2 albums. And they didn't really do too well. Let's see. All right, 2001. All right, so like I said, she was definitely in the music industry. With now with Jay, it's the album appearances from Jaguar, right? Right, she was on Jay-Z's MTV Unplugged album, and that was basically an album, sort of as a live sounding album, and she did the background singing. She did the background singing on these tracks, live editions. You know, that's about it with Jay-Z, and that was in 2001. Right? Like I said, to me, it's more of she wanted to be out front, and her music wasn't allowing that to be. In order for us to put money into you, you have to make money, and she wasn't bringing no money in. And like I said, it's she spent all these years, plotting to get back. Right? And like I said, she want everyone to believe everything she's saying. You know.
Not only because of her exposing celebrities, but I guess because she's seemingly unapologetically just being herself and being real. You guys let me know what you believe is true and what's not true from what Jaguar has told us. Now, of course, there are many other stories that she has exposed and many other celebrities who she has talked about. Trust me, guys, I know. I did say that we were only getting into some, but I will get into some more at the end of this video. Like I said, y'all let me know.
Do not drink alcohol. Never get high in front of anybody. Summer,